This is author Jeanette Quackenbush of 21 Crows and Backroads Boo and Brew, with a short intro to a short video. I delve into the mysteries of Appalachian folklore legends and the occasional could-be creature. It's not just about writing for me. I venture to the very places where these stories unfold, never knowing if I'll encounter a ghostly apparition or an elusive monster. The thrill of the unknown is what keeps me going. Sometimes I stumble upon something unusual and noteworthy. Other times it's a unique creature that we've yet to fully understand, but one that certainly deserves our attention. This is one of those intriguing notables. I set out on a 3-day journey this past week, chasing 15 stories from across Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and New Jersey. My ultimate goal was the Pine Barrens, to delve into the folklore surrounding the infamous Jersey Devil. Every stop held its own intrigue, but just outside Cumberland, I had my most unsettling encounter yet. Was something ghostly lingering just beyond reach? In August 1912, tragedy struck the Western Maryland Railway about a mile west of Frostburg. Locals and visitors often strolled the tracks to marvel at the new line, taking in sweeping views of the Allegheny Mountains and watching the trains thunder past. On one fateful afternoon, 6 sightseers stepped aside to avoid a westbound freight, only to be struck moments later by a Baltimore and Ohio passenger train racing from the opposite direction. 3 women died instantly, 2 more were fatally injured, and only 1 man survived unscathed. Among the victims were sisters Carrie and Jenny Schneider of Frostburg and their best friend Bessie Williams. Though the accident happened near the Borden Tunnel, later generations misplaced it at the Brush Tunnel, and over time the story blurred into legend. Locals began to speak of a woman in white wandering the rails near the tunnel's mouth, a ghostly echo of that terrible day in 1912. Well, if you know me, you understand that I can't just write about these stories. I have to experience them. Now don't worry, I stopped short of throwing myself in front of a train for authenticity. Instead, I risk life, or at least dignity, by biking the 2.4 miles from the Frostburg Depot to Borden Tunnel along the Great Allegheny Passage. After a string of detours, enough travel mishaps to fill a blooper reel, I rolled into the depot lot at dusk. The air had turned sharp, 47 degrees and falling. By the time I reached the tunnel, the sun had fogged out, leaving me with nothing but a full moon and my questionable decision-making skills. Naturally, my bike lights chose this exact moment to die, so I improvised in the dark with a set of makeshift lights clutched in my rapidly freezing fingers and haphazardly balanced on my handlebars. Every bump sent them flying skyward or nosediving into the gravel, illuminating, everything except for the path ahead. Mercifully, the sensor-activated lights flickered on in the tunnel as I neared it, casting a pale glow through the damp air. I paused to record some footage, lingering longer than I meant to, when something white caught my eye, dancing at the far end of the tunnel. It shimmered, it wavered, then it leapt, vanished. My heart thudded. I filmed the ghostly flicker for several long seconds before curiosity, or maybe poor judgment, pushed me closer past the tunnel's edge. The white figure disappeared into the dark, and I was suddenly completely alone. If my eyes did not deceive me, I had witnessed the woman in white once spoken of in legends long ago, a tragic reminder of the lives lost here, frozen forever in that single moment between light and darkness.